Okay. All righty. So I am super excited to see all of you this evening. Thank you guys for being on here. I have some exciting things to share with you, and I hope that it will inspire you, and I hope that it will help you achieve even more goals and wanting to push for things even harder. So I will say everything that you do in this business is worth it. Okay. And I think one of the things that I want you to remember is you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Okay. So thinking about that, as far as your business and as far as where you want to be, in this company, just keep that in mind. If you aren't pushing towards those goals and you aren't striving, to do better, then it's going to be really hard to achieve that. Okay. So some of the things that we're going to talk about this evening is we're going to talk about what it takes to become a director. We currently have 5 senior directors on our team. So I'm going to show you guys these different levels in just a minute, what those mean exactly. If you're like, well, I don't know what senior means. We have 10 advanced directors in our organization, and we have 24 directors. Okay, so thinking about where we are at as an organization, and as we are going over kind of these different levels, I wanted to share that with you. So we're going to go over what does it take to become a director? What is a director exactly? Why would I want to be a director? Why would I want to step up and have people, on my team and things like that. Okay, so those are some of the things that we are going to cover. So I'm going to share my screen with you in just a second, but I will let you know that when I first started this business, I didn't have a lot of help. So if I had a question, I basically was calling the Pampered Chef number, the 188-hour chef, and asking them. And that would be a big problem if I was starting right now, because they're kind of hard to get a hold of right now. So I didn't have, a whole lot of help in this business, but I decided to reach out to people in the company that were doing the things that I wanted to achieve. Okay, so if you see people that you're like, man, they're just rocking in sales, or man, how do they recruit so well, or whatever you're looking at, reach out to them and say, hey, can I just get a few tips on how you find success in this? Okay, because anyone on our team I know would be more than happy to share with you how they find success. So it took me a little bit longer. We're going to talk about Fast Track Director in just a little bit. I did not achieve Fast Track Director. I didn't even know what a Fast Track Director was. Okay, so that's why I like to do things like this and explain it, because had I known about the opportunities, had I known what I could have achieved, I probably would have went for it. But I had no idea it was even an option. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about Fast Track Directorship. And once I did become a director, from this month to the next month when I promoted, I replaced my teacher salary. Okay, so I went from, $1,000 this month to the next month over $2,000 in 1 month. Okay, so that's the difference that promoting to director was for my personal business. Okay, so I know everyone is a little bit different, and then from there, guys, the sky's the limit. Okay, and I really do mean that. So, I've been in the business 8 years, and there's not a single month that I haven't pushed, had parties, working towards my certain goals in those 8 years. Okay, and I have achieved a lot of amazing things through Pampered Chef in those 8 years. But the biggest thing is I didn't give up. I kept pushing. Okay, and I kept trying to figure out how to be better in this business and how to achieve those goals. Okay, so with directorship, there's a lot of perks that you're going to hear me talk about, and it is absolutely worth it, okay, to become a director. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, I've got a few things up here that I want to pull. Let's see where I want to start. Let's start on this one first. Okay, so let's start, and so I can show you what senior consultant. Okay, so senior consultant, you start as a consultant, no one underneath of you. Okay, senior consultant is when you can see here Tina and Pat, when you have one person that is underneath you. And here's the rewards of the senior consultant. You get 1% in override sales, and that in your personal sales. Okay, so that just means on your personal sales, you're going to get 1% on top of what you already are getting. Okay, so it's just basically an additional 1%. Then you also get 1% off of your recruit sales. Okay, that may not sound like a lot at first, but trust me, this adds up, and you will see immediately on your paycheck the addition that it is. Okay, and then you're also going to get the 50 Pampered Chef dollars recruiting bonus. So when you have someone that joins your team and qualifies, you're going to get 50 PC bucks. Okay, so think about, you know, as Johnny was ordering all those products, you know, so those 50 PC bucks add up and are going to allow you to buy some of those products that you want to use in your kitchen. Okay, so one person under you is a senior consultant. Requirements: 150 in sales and 1 active recruit. So that means you have to have 150 in sales and they have to have 150 in sales, and then you become a senior consultant. Okay, so that's step 1. Okay, so step 2 is team leader. Okay, so team leader is when you have 2 people under you. Now, as for a team leader, you do have to have them directly under you. See how Tina has Pat and Sue directly under her? I'm sorry, Pat and Chris directly under her, and Pat has Sue. Okay, so Pat and Chris are directly under Tina, and Sue is under Pat. Okay, so because she has 2 people here, when you get 2 people, you have $750 in personal sales, and your team, so that means Tina, Pat, and Chris have $2,500 in sales. That's when you become a team leader. So let's look at what you get for being a team leader. You get 2% overrides on personal sales, so you get an extra 2% on your sales. So basically, they take your personal sales, and then you get an extra 2% on it. You also get 2% on your recruits sales. Okay, so you're going to get 2% on these, and you get 1% on Sue. So you get 2% on Pat and Chris's sales and 1% on Sue's. Okay, so, and then you're still going to get those 50 Pampered Chef dollars. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, here's director. Okay, so with director, okay, let me go down here to some of the examples. So you see Tina again. In this example, all 5 people are directly under Tina, but they don't have to be. Look at this one. This is 4 people are under Tina, and 1 person is under Chris. That is still 5. In this example, 3 are under Tina, but Pat has Sue and Les has Kim. This is still 5 and still would count as directorship. They do not all have to be directly under you. They can look more like this. Okay, so here are some of the breakdowns. Wait, hold on, did I go past it? Oh, right here. Okay, so here's some breakdowns. So the requirement: $750 in sales yourself, $5,000 for all your sales and those 5 people under you. Okay, and then you need 5 active consultants. Well, active consultants is at least $150 in sales. And monthly maintenance, once you promote, so once you become a director, then you have to have $750 in sales, and your team has to have the $5,000. The 5 active consultant goes away once you promote. Okay, so it makes it a little bit easier once you promote, because let's say Sue it's kind of one of those that just joined. Maybe she's not doing a whole lot. Okay, well, you don't necessarily, you know, if she isn't active the next month, that doesn't mean that you can't still be a director. Okay, so looking at the rewards, now you're going to get 3% on your personal team sales, and this includes your own sales as well. So basically you're getting 3% on your personal team and yours. Then you're getting 3% override on your first generation sales. So that would kind of be like these people that are right here. Okay. Then 50 Pampered Chef dollars. You're still getting that bonus. This is what changes. $10 activity bonus. So every time someone on your team is active, you get an additional $10 for them. Okay, so thinking about my personal team, if I have 35 of my personal team members, not talking about directors or any of that, 35 people that are active for my personal team, that's, you know, $350 just because they are active. Okay, so that's just an extra bonus on my check. So that really can add up. You know, that's why we always say, you know, what you do personally does affect others. You know, so when you are active and you are meeting your goals, that does help, you know, other people as well. So, okay, so that is an example of director. Now let's move a little bit further because I talked to you and told you that we have 24 directors. We also have 10 advanced directors. Okay, so here's what an advanced director is, where you have a personal team and you have a director under you. Okay, so you have yours, and then you have a director who has their team under them as well. So that is $750 in sales, $5,000 personal team sales, and then $12,000 for Tina's and her directors combined. Okay, so both teams combined, $12,000 in sales. So look at what you get now. 4% override on your personal team sales, including yours, 4% on your first generation, 3% on second generation, 0.5% on second generation teams. Okay, you're still going to get your $50, your $10 activity bonus. Now this is where it changes a little bit. So a $100 bonus on every qualified second generation director. Okay, and then $500 leadership bonuses when you promote a new second gen director. Okay, so if this person here promotes a director, you get $500 bonus. Okay, so then we go into senior director. We have 5 senior directors currently on our team. So here are some of the things they're getting. So this is what it looks like. Tina has 3 directors under her and 1 director under someone else. Okay, so 4% overrides, 3% on the second gen directors, and then 1% on the teams. Okay, and this is 24,000 monthly organization. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk a little bit about promoting to senior executives. So I'm going to show you guys this next. Oh. Okay, this one here, this is kind of just a layout of everything. So you start as a consultant, okay, and you're earning 20 to 25% on your sales as a consultant, depending on how much you sell in a month. You can earn an extra 2% after the 15,000 in career sales. So once you hit 15,000 in career sales, you get an additional 2% every single month. Okay, so 20 to 25 and then an extra 2%. 50 PC bucks and 150. Okay, senior consultant. Okay, we went over this. Team leader, director, advanced director, senior director. We're currently an executive director team going for a senior executive team. So if you've heard me talk about our goal of being in the second month of senior exec, this is what we are going for currently. Okay, so that shows you a little bit of the path and where we're at. Okay, this is the goal that we are currently going for. Okay, so let's look at, for those of you that are still in your fast track, I want to lay this out for you. Okay, so fast track rewards. This means that in your first 90 days, here's some of the things you can earn. More than $600 in products, $1,500 or more in cash rewards, 250 Pampered Chef dollars or more, and then more than $1,200 in commission. Okay, so you have your start date. First goal is your ceramic egg cooker and your mini skiddy scraper when you get 500. Then when you get to 1,250, you get that 8-inch nonstick fry pan. You're gonna try to do those in your 30-day. Then you go around to your 2,500 10-inch stainless steel nonstick skillet. Okay, and then you go to the 5,000, which is gonna be the whole knife block. Okay, and then you're gonna be going towards having your 5 active consultants on your team in your first 90 days. Okay, and bonus for Fast Track. Okay, you get $500 cash when you become a Fast Track. So the difference between a director, which we talked about, and a Fast Track director is Fast Track directors do it in their first 90 days. Directors, you know, do it whenever. Okay, so this is a Fast Track director. So that means you have at least $750 in sales. You're going to have 5 people under you that are all active, and all of you together have 5,000 in sales. And when you do that in a month, okay, remember they don't all have to be directly under you. Some can be under Tina and Susie. Okay, then you're going to hit Fast Track director, and they're going to go ahead and deposit $500 extra cash on that first check. When you maintain your directorship for 3 months, then you are going to get another $500. Okay, and if you have someone that promotes to director under you, so, and this happens in your 6 months, so not in your 90 days, they give you an extra 90 days to make this happen. So if someone promotes under you in 6 months of you starting, then you're going to get $1,000. And then when you maintain it for the next 3 months, which means you hit those qualifications the next 3 months, you get another $1,000. Okay, so that's where the extra $3,000 comes from. Okay, so the opportunity, I mean, I think about it as if I walk in my kitchen and I see this pile of money on my kitchen table, it's sitting there, it's there for me to get it, but am I going to go grab this money and go after it? Okay, everyone has the opportunity to get it. It's laying there for anyone. But difference is, you know, are you going to actually go grab that money that is available for you and do the things that you need to do? Okay, so this is just kind of an example of what the Fast Track rewards look like. So there's a lot that comes with becoming a director. Okay, there's a lot of different rewards, things that you get. And so I would love it if many of you decided, you know what, I think this is going to be something that I'd like to go for. Whether you're new, whether you've been around a year, whether you've been around 6 months, okay, this will really help change your business and will help you get the income that you may need. Okay, so it makes a big difference for my family, you know, that I am, well, now I'm an executive, but the different goals that I have hit throughout my 8 years, okay, have really, really helped my family and achieve the things that we need as a family. Okay, so I would love to, if you have any questions, I would love to answer any of the questions that you have. Now, we will be starting our next round of what we call Fast Track to Success. Fast Track to Success is going to show you how do I achieve these things? How do I recruit? How do I get these people on my team? How do I book? How do I get the bookings that are going to lead to these additional recruits and, you know, these higher sales? How do I do that? Okay, and we're going to put you in a group and we're going to meet once a week for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, guys. Think about it as if these 4 weeks could change your business and you can actually promote. Holy cow, it is worth it. Okay, so starting July 6th. July 7th. Starting July 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th. Okay, all Tuesdays next month is when we are going to be doing these calls. And we're going to be sharing with you on each call information on how you make this possible. Okay, so reach out to your upline, to your director, and say, hey, I want to be in this Fast Track to Success program next month in July. I want to become a director. I want to achieve these things. Okay, so be sure to reach out and let them know so we can add you to that group and we can get you going for next month. Okay, so I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that this has maybe inspired you some to know, the different opportunities that you can have in this business. So let me know if there are anything when it comes to directorship and things like that. Let me know if you have any questions here.